All right, we're all here. It's the beginning of the new year. We've all had our festivities. You probably ate a lot. You probably drank a lot. But now is the start of the new year, a new beginning, a clean slate for yourself to dominate. So, will you? You've probably already written down or at least thought of your New Year's resolutions, your goals for the new year, and so on. I'm going to make an X amount of money. I'm going to build a brand. I'm going to build a house, whatever, right? But once the actual ball gets rolling again and the enthusiasm sets down, your goals are still set. The work is yet to be done. But will you actually stick to your promises? Here are the three ways to reignite that initial New Year passion and get into gear in the new year. All right, number one, find your why. Once the year ends and you're contemplating at what happened, it's normal to conclude that, some things you could have done better, that some things you should have done better, right? But the mistake that we often do is we set out what we need to do in the new year rather than stating out a clear, precise why of what we need to do. I need to work super hard this year. All right, but why? So that I can buy myself a house. All right, and why do you want to have a house? So that I can be independent. All right, and then why do you want, and so on, and so on, and so on, until you find that very core reason of why you're implementing all the changes that you want to be implementing. It's going to be very, very difficult to stick by what you said. But once you find that core reason, you built out, you built out of that very soul-like motivation that you have found. And that drive that you had in the first few days of the new year, it's likely going to remain there for longer. And if it ever gets lost, you'll know where to find it. So find your why. All right, number two, bring your ass to the future. Ask yourself, what happens a year from now if I don't work hard at my goals? In your mind's eye, try and imagine the situation of what happens a year from now if you're not pursuing what you said you were going to pursue. But what does that look like? How does that make you feel? Maybe it doesn't make you feel that bad. Maybe you're thinking, hey, the situation ain't that bad right now. So in a year's time, if everything stays the same, maybe I won't be that worse off. But here's the thing. There are only two directions of life, up and down. And if you're not going up, guess where you're going? If you're not going for your goals, if you're not reaching them, not only are you losing the potential of what could have been, but you're slowly but surely losing the good things that you already have. Know that if you're not growing, you're shrinking. There's no such thing as standing still. All right, and finally, number three, think outside of just yourself. When you're not doing right by yourself, you're never not only doing right for yourself. If you're not sticking by your word, if you're not trying to improve, you're disappointing all the people that look up to you. Remember that when you're not doing good by yourself, you're doing the absolute worst for the ones around you that count on you. God has an awesome, awesome plan for you, but you have to do your part. You have to stand firmly by your goals and aspirations. So if you're ever thinking that your actions only affect you, think again. Everyone counts on you, so stay on top of it. All right, this has been Coach D with the 3 ways to get your fire and drive back after the holidays and to step it into gear in the new year. Let me know in the comments if you're going to stick to your word in those New Year's resolutions or if you're going to break promises and disappoint the people that need you. All right, this has been Coach D, and I'll see you in the next one.